In NATO, we are all very concerned about the fact that Russia now over several years have violated the INF Treaty. The INF Treaty is a treaty that has served us all very well for several decades. The treaty bans all intermediate range weapons. The problem is that for almost 6 years Russia has developed and deployed in new intermediate range missiles. We call them SSC-8. They are hard to detect, they are mobile, they can reach European cities, and they lower the warning time to almost zero. So therefore this is a great concern. We call on Russia to come back into compliance with the treaty. We don't want a new Cold War, we don't want a new arms race, but at the same time we need to prepare for the future where Russia continues to violate the treaty, and therefore it's impossible to save the treaty.
How will NATO respond to that, and do you plan to increase the presence in the Black Sea region?
Our main message is that we try to preserve the treaty, to call on Russia to come back into compliance. And there is a 6-month window of opportunity for Russia, because the withdrawal process, which has now started, will take 6 months. If they don't come back into compliance, then of course we need to act. We have started the planning for a situation without the INF Treaty, with more Russian missiles. It's too early to preempt the outcome of this process. What I can say is that we will be measured, we will be defensive, and we don't have any intentions of deploying new nuclear ground launch missiles in Europe.
How do you think that danger sounds to the Bulgarian audience that has a specific, sometimes sentimental, sometimes controversial relationship with Russia? Do you think that Bulgarian public understands that risk?
I think so, because Bulgaria has, through a democratic process, decided to be part of NATO. And NATO is an alliance of 29 democracies, and NATO has never forced and will never force any country to join the alliance. It's for the nations themselves to decide whether they want to become a member. We respect if a nation decides not to become a member. We have good partnerships with countries like Sweden, Finland, not NATO allies. And we work with Serbia. They have decided to be neutral. We totally respect that.
So how will NATO support Ukraine in regard with Crimea?
So NATO provides strong support to Ukraine. We provide political support and practical support. We support the territorial integrity, the sovereignty of Ukraine, but we also provide practical support to Ukraine with help to modernize their armed forces, command structure, logistics, cyber, and also several NATO allies also provide some training support and other kinds of support. So for us it is important to provide support to Ukraine, because we have seen that the sovereignty and the territorial integrity of Ukraine has been violated.
Macedonia is on the doorstep of NATO. Is that the end of the enlargement?
The NATO door is open, and I think we have seen that in this region very recently with Montenegro joining a couple of years ago, and now North Macedonia in the process of joining. We signed the accession protocol with North Macedonia a few weeks ago, and now it has to be ratified by all the parliaments in all the NATO allied countries. The parliament in Sofia, in Bulgaria, has already ratified the protocol. That is also the case in Greece. So I welcome the fact that more and more allies now ratify, and then soon Macedonia, North Macedonia, will become a full member of the alliance.